Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Andrea Hall, the author of the Metaphysical Love Stories. Welcome to my raw and uncut readings. Today, I'll be reading from my first book entitled Good Regardless, a Metaphysical Love Story. I'll be reading from chapter 1 entitled Oneness. If you like romance with a twist, stick around because that's what you're going to get. Ayanla and I have always been one. We started as one egg that split into two people. Our parents told us that's how identical twins were made. We used to love that story. Our parents, Robert and Winnie, were known as a power couple in our upper class suburban community in Davis, California. Standing 6'4" and 5'10" tall, they had played basketball and volleyball competitively, and both continued to stay physically fit at the local gym. They were active in the Black community and community at large in Sacramento and Yolo counties, serving on several boards and volunteering at events that promoted health and wellness. Ayanla and I were their only children. We resembled both our parents, but looked most like our mother. We considered ourselves lucky because, in our minds, she was beautiful. Our parents were content with having just us two girls. As busy as they were, holding full time positions at the UC Davis Hospital in Sacramento, they counted it all joy when they produced two babies at once. We appeared like the perfect family to those viewing from the outside. But I remember Ayanla and I wanted a brother. We were about 5 when we asked our parents for one. My dad told us our family was perfect just as it was, with him, Mom, Ayanla, and me. He said we didn't need anyone or anything else. We had everything. We believed him, and everything did feel perfect until the summer we turned 13. We were just about to enter the 8th grade when we both got sick with strep throat. We took antibiotics, and I got better. Ayanla got sicker. Our parents and I spent long days at her bedside in the pediatric intensive care unit. The strep infection spread throughout her body, shutting down her heart, respiratory, and kidney systems. The doctors called it overwhelming sepsis from the strep infection. Finally, the doctors told us they couldn't do anything else and they should keep Ayanla comfortable until she passed away. They transferred her from the pediatric intensive care unit to a comfort care bed on the pediatric medical surgical floor. Our family and New Thought community prayed for a miracle, refusing to believe Ayanla could not be saved. She knew she had to go. She told me she was spending most of her time in the spirit world by then anyway. I tried so hard to make her better. I spent as much time at the hospital as I could. The nurses let me help them with every task possible. I gave Ayanla bed baths, slathered her dry, parched skin with lotion, combed and brushed her thick, wavy hair, swabbed her mouth with pink-tipped swabs on white sticks, and did every other small task the nurses would allow. I begged Ayanla not to die and asked her to promise not to leave me. I can't stay here without you, I told her. But I will never leave you. We will live together in one body, just like we did before our one egg split into two. She told me she would live inside my head, heart, and mind. I will be one person with you again. I wondered if she would be like God. She told me she'd be a spirit like God, an angel, or even just my consciousness or conscience. Whatever you call me or think of me as, I'll be that for you. Our senior minister confirmed Ayanla's promise at her homegoing service. She spoke. Dearest family and loved ones, we are brought together today by a common bond as we mourn our beloved Ayanla Adaeze Rose Freeman, who has passed away from our physical sight. Yet Ayanla remains one in God and one in love with us. It is a tenet of our faith that we do not believe physical death is the end of life. We believe instead it is a transition, a process in nature through which we transcend. We may indeed miss the physical presence of Ayanla as she departs from our midst, but we do not mourn her as though she is no more. Everything that has ever been in nature always is. We must remember together that only the elements containing the manifestation of Ayanla's spirit have changed. In metaphysical philosophy, we trust that in the beginning of our lives, our physical bodies are brought into manifestations, so we, containing the divine image of God as our truest divine selfhood, our Christhood, may express through our bodies our purpose for being. Our bodies are formed around the Spirit of God, which emanates and manifests from our being. When God, in His wisdom, decides the time has come to move on from this physical dimension to another dimension for our betterment, the Spirit is set free. The physical body that contained us returns to the elements, but the energy of the Spirit, of who and what we are, continues. So it does with our dearly departed Ayanla, who has shed her physical body to return to eternity from which she came. Just as our brother, the Apostle Paul at Philippians chapter 1, verses 19 through 26 informed us, to die is gain. Just as the great metaphysician and wayshower, Jesus the Christ, said in the book of John, the chapter 14 and verse 2, I am in my Father, and you in me, and I in you. We remain one with Sister Ayanla as she remains one with us. We started as one and will always be one, Ayanla told me after the ceremony was over. All around us, people cried quietly. Promise? It was still hard to hold in my tears, but I did it for her. Promise. That was chapter 1, Oneness, in my first book, Good Regardless, The Metaphysical Love Stories. If you want to hear more readings from my series, hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to get your copy and continue the journey, just click the link in my description box to order your book. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for stopping by.